brothers,
Hebrew
man.
Israelites.
My black brothers, man. Same thing, man.
Nah, man. That's an ignorant state. Black is the color of your
I've been waiting to see y'all
Black is the color of your
all week.
What's going on, brother?
I know a white woman got shot by a white man, huh?
A white woman got shot by a white man.
A white woman got shot by a white man. If they killing themselves, I mean, none of them can say.
Well, that's what the Messiah says. Satan against Satan.
Yeah, man. How does it make y'all feel?
As Israelites, we've never been saved.
Really? But I'm just saying, like, I know that, but I'm just saying, like, now you see, like, you know, like,
Trying to get some footage.
I just want to see what y'all got to say. Ain't nobody actually Israelite yet, you know, so I just want to see.
No, I'm just asking.
This is the real thing I want to see. I want to see what y'all actually do for.
Yeah, as Israelites, we've never been saved.
But I'm just speaking, I'm not speaking on behalf of the Israelite. I'm speaking on behalf of, like, you seeing it happening to the same people
How you doing, sister?
oppress
You got
us.
a minute for a Bible verse?
Well, I'm asking you a question. Just answer. You know, like, how does that make y'all feel?
All right,
Like,
just dial it down a little bit. How you doing?
I'm running.
I seen you last week. What you doing out here last week?
I just go walk in and go to different places. But that's not what I asked. Just answer the question,
Get your
man.
breath, brother. Get your breath.
I'm good. I'm just waiting for the answer. I'm trying to hurry up and get back to running. That's what my question
Do
answer.
your thing there, run.
Let's answer the question.
How does it make us feel that
Yeah.
white woman got shot by a white man? You ain't got to answer.
I ain't got to answer. Hey, man, exactly what I thought. You ain't got to answer.
Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and who pushing the 100% truth, Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Alright, and the name of this lesson is when the grace period is over, there will be no mercy. Alright, and this video here comes from the elder Matazakba in South Carolina. Subscribe to be edified. This is his channel right here. Alright, and as you see here, this Jake, he just come up to this Israelite group. I think they are the if you see the man t-shirt, I think the fishermen of Zion or something like that. They're still kind of a little off there because they're still wearing the the fringe jersey, but they're still preaching and doing the doing the work. But anyway, you see this JK, he come up, to them, and he didn't take any brothers seriously, coming up asking stupid questions, and just looking to get fame, on TikTok, trying to make entertainment out of the brothers. Yeah, and guys like these, they ain't fear the Lord, they ain't fear the Lord. They don't want to seek knowledge, okay. They don't want to seek the truth. Let's get a precept. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, the fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Yeah, okay, he despised wisdom and instruction. Okay, asking stupid questions, and thing, and taking the grace period for granted. But when the grace period over, all right, when over, no coming back. You can't be coming back. You can't come back. Okay, because you've been warned. All right. You should have come back sooner and repented and repent. And turn from your wickedness. All right. Okay, and this is why you have to seek the Lord early. Okay, let's get that precept. This is Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. It says, seek Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh, and he will have mercy on him, and to our power he will abundantly pardon. All right, you have to seek this truth now. Because this truth, it on a grace period. All right, soon, the prophet's not gonna be out in those streets, preaching. So you have to get this truth now. All right, soon, family, the word gonna come. All right. Right, and all that the prophets have been seeing, all what the prophets been seeing, Lord, the prophets of the Lord, gonna come to pass, because it's the words of the Lord. All right. So you better hearken to this truth now, while it's still near. Okay. Yep. Let's get this. This is Ezekiel chapter 2 and verse 3. We'll start at verse 3. It says, "And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that hath rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children, all right, and stiff-hearted. I do send them unto Slakia. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there hath been a prophet among them." All right, so whether you hear this truth, or whether you forbear, or whether you don't want to listen, all right, they will know that a prophet been among them. All right, because because the prophecies are going to come to pass. All what we've been seeing are going to come to pass. So you better take hold of this truth while it's still near. All right, and he knew the brothers, the Israelite group there. All right, he knew them. Okay, because like he been walking and he ended up saw them, and just want to make entertainment off of them. He heard this truth, and he didn't want to take it. He didn't want to take it, so when the stuff happening, he not gonna, when the grace period is over, he not gonna be able to get this truth. All right. Okay, and only the elect gonna hearken to this truth. All right, at the end of the day, is the elect. Okay, they're gonna hearken and listen to this truth, to the men of the Lord. All right, and that's who the prophets, the men of the Lord looking for. All right, we're looking for the gold and the silver. All right, not the lead, the tin, the iron, dross. We're looking for the gold and the silver, the elect. Okay, as the elder bring out that precept, we are the Lord make us the tester of metals. All right. Okay, all you wicked jakes, you 2/3, Lord gonna save you for the fire. All right. So another precept here in Ezekiel. So okay, let me just get it's Ezekiel chapter 22. and I'll start at verse 17. It says, And the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross. All they are brass and tin and iron and lead in the midst of the furnace. All right, they are even the dross of silver. All right, verse 19. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, because ye are all become dross, behold, therefore I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem, as they gathered silver and brass and iron and lead and tin. All right, into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it. All right, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. All right, yeah, this is the Lord gonna do this to these, these wicked jakes, these 2/3. Okay, the reprobate silver. All right, they're gonna get destroyed. All right. Yea, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the fire of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof. And ye shall know that I, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, have poured out my fury upon you. All right. Okay, yeah, so they're gonna receive that fire, that the nuclear missiles. Okay, so you've got to seek this truth while they could find it. All right, seek it now. You can't seek it, when you can't get over when the grace period over. Okay. So let's get this precept here. Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 31. It says, And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. All right. Yeah, they don't want to do them. Okay, hear words, you're telling them, but they won't do them. They won't actually put it in action. All right, like this JK, and he don't really care. All right, he don't really care. He don't care about the word. All he care about is just how much views he will get on TikTok. All right. But they will not do them, for with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. All right. Okay. The heart goeth after their covetousness. Let's read 31 in the NLT. It says, So my people come pretending to be sincere and sit before you. They listen to your words, but they have no intention of doing what you say. Their mouths are full of lustful words, and their hearts seek only after money. Yeah, money, fame, that would seek, that would, jakes like him, they will be seeking for. They don't want to, actually, hearken to the word, do it. Verse 32, And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not. All right, we like to them like entertainment. Okay, as you see here, this is what he doing. He making entertainment off of them. Just come up there just to post up a video. All right, not taking the word seriously. All right, verse 33, it says, And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. All right, when the prophecies start to come to pass. All right, all the stuff, what we've been preaching, okay, Jacob's trouble, whatnot, when it come to pass, then they're gonna know that, I should have listened, I should have think, but by then it will be too late. All right, so seek the Lord now. Okay, so I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and who's pushing the 100% truth. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. All right, Wa Abad Babal Shalom.